for that. What is your actual cost? Break it down like an actual business. The sad thing about a lot of coaches and mentors, trainers, and consultants is they don't look at their time on the phone as a business. So they think that everything that they charge is profit. And especially if you're going to be having outings where people, get together and you go out and do some activities and stuff, there's real hard costs to that. So know your numbers of what your costs are. What's the cost for you to keep the doors open, keep the lights on for your business? Do you have virtual assistants? Do you have software? I know some of my software is $200 a month. That adds up. So when you have all your software, you have your office space, right? If you have a car you're using, all those things that can be tax deducted, those are still expenses. So look at all your expenses and now what is that costing you from that sale? So you have two things with your sales. Number one is when you get that first payment, that is not a $25,000 sale. That's a $25,000 commitment, but you don't know if that person's going to follow through. So it's a $5,000 sale. What are you going to do with that $5,000? Are you going to immediately spend it? Or are you going to put it away and maybe give yourself 1% to go do something fun with, or 5% or something like that? Because I think one of the things we do is we think those checks are going to keep on coming. You have no idea what's going to happen in a person's life where they may have to make an adjustment. I know I had business that was going to happen in Australia, and Australia is closed. So that was, probably close to $100,000 that didn't manifest because Australia was closed. How would I know that? There was no way to know that when I first made those plans. So when you're getting money in, what are you going to do with that money as if that were the end of the money? Right? So count the sale per month. So right now, when I make a $10,000 sale, when I make a $25,000 sale, that amount is actually cash in hand, cash that came in. That right there is what I count. I can't count all of that. I can put it on the book saying, hey, this is projected, but that is not collected. Right? Two big different things. I just had an opportunity to talk to the author of a book called Upsurge. His name's Tab Pierce. And Tab has a company that is all about security. And a few years ago, it was brought to his attention that they were $750,000 in debt, and there was no way for them to pay it off doing what they were doing right then. Tab's business partner decided to sign off the entire company to him with a mutual agreement, and Tab took on all the debt. He chose not to take the route of bankruptcy, but to pay it off. They owed the IRS, they owed hard money lenders. These people were relentless. And what he went through was like a war financially, trying to get through this. And he did get through it. It took him years, but he got through it. And this book is a great book of the psychology of what happened, what was going on in his life, even from other people's perspectives. But his transparency was so refreshing because a lot of times you see everybody out in the Instagram life like this is how their business is all the time. You have no idea of the ups and downs. You have no idea of what's going on in their head, the things they're struggling with that may not be their business. But because of the attention they put on their business, other parts of their life, their health, their relationship, their spiritual connection is shot. So I want you to think about the reality and think about your coaching and your consulting as an actual business, even though it may just be you. When that money comes in, count the money that comes in, set aside your taxes, know what your expenses are, and have a plan for where that money is going to be allocated before it comes in. One of the things that was so great for Sonia to help me out with is like, here's your projected expenses. Here's your projected income. What do you want to do with this extra money? Where do you want to put it? You have this one time a year expense coming up. Where are you going to get that money from? Where's that going to go? And so the planning of where your money comes in is very important. I'm really excited to have her on next week. So I just wanted to be open with you guys, talk to you about, the ups and downs of being in a business. It's not always up. It's not always up. Sometimes it's flat. Sometimes it's gradual up or down. But what I found, it had to do with how I felt about myself, because if I didn't feel great about myself, I was not going to put myself out there saying, man, everything's awesome, when it wasn't, because that would just be bullshit. And I'm not going to build a business on that. I'm going to build a business on as much truth as I can put out there in the marketplace. Anything less than that is a disservice to anybody you could possibly serve. Anything less than the truth of what you can do for somebody is less than what they expect and deserve. So when you're down, keep communicating from a place you can back up. If you can get a result for people and you're down, talk about that result. If you've gotten results for people in the past that were amazing and you can still help people with that because what you teach has gotten better or has remained the same and you can help people, do that. Talk about that. But don't inflate yourself and pretend like everything's awesome when it's not. Just do your best with where you're at and get some help. Get some financial help so people can help you see where you're truly at with your numbers. And keep in mind that your bank account is a reflection of the level of communication of the ultimate value you bring into this world. It has nothing to do with your value as a person. Listen, if you want to connect with the top 10% of your marketplace, you want to help them understand your ultimate value in their lives and be ultimately relevant when you share it with their situation so they understand deep within them that you can help them, reach out to me. I'm helping people with their communication, with their strategy of how they're going to connect with those people, how they're going to offer them high-ticket services that are truly going to get them the results they need to get through that challenge that they're in with their business, their relationship, their spiritual journey, and just life. So reach out to me. You can reach out at Ascend Media, ASYND media.com, or you can reach out to me personally, Matthew, MATTHEW, at ascendmedia.com. Thanks so much for being on the program. I look forward to sharing with you Sonia Palomino next week. Expand your high-ticket product, service, and event offerings into markets you've left untapped and do it in minimal time with the help of our team of professionals so you can get back to doing the things you love. Reach out to me at ascendmedia.com/call. That's ascend, ASYND, media.com/call.
Living the moment till I die. And I'm gonna chase it. And I'm gonna chase it.